All right, what's up guys? Jackson Ib here, and today I wanted to make this video to reintroduce myself to the YouTube realm. There's a lot of new subscribers to the page, a lot of people that view my channel that just don't know who I am, or they don't really know, what my business has to offer. And so I wanted to make this video to give a brief background of myself and then talk about my business a little. So first and foremost, if you don't know me, I compete in the sport of strongman, and I dabble in powerlifting. I got into strength sports via powerlifting. I played football in college, and I kind of just transitioned into powerlifting right after that because I love training. I trained as soon as I found the weight room, right before high school, and I was drawn to it naturally. I just felt like I fit in. I felt like it was meant for me. It felt like a place where I belonged. And I never really felt like that before. Even playing on various sports teams and stuff like that, like the weight room it was natural to me. It called to who I was as a person, and I've fallen in love with it since. I had amazing strength coaches in high school that kind of, toked that fire and made sure that spark stayed lit, or at least to me it seemed that way. Then maybe it was just another kid that was just drawn to getting better and wanted to be great. And so they just took the time to make sure that they fostered that belief and that work ethic. And so it's kind of just stuck with me ever since. My dad provided a really great example growing up, making the gym a part of his life. So I've had great influences around me, and I've always just been drawn to this. And so naturally, when I was done playing football, like I said, just kind of started dabbling in powerlifting, really loved it, made some progress right off the bat. Have faced some injuries over the past couple of years, and competed in strongman, and I absolutely love strongman. I love what strongman is about, and I love the demands that the sport places on the mind as well as the body. It's much different than powerlifting. It's much different than a lot of sports that I've played over the years. And like I said, with it being a strength sport, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels so natural out there for me. Like I'm in the zone as soon as I'm on the competition floor. All the voices in my head go quiet. The noise around me goes quiet. I don't hear any of it. And it brings me a different kind of peace. Even, when I fail out there, it's better to be in the arena than it is in the stands any day. So my goal with strongman really is to earn my pro card someday. I know that's a lofty goal. I know a lot of people strive for it. It's a long-term goal. I know it's going to take many years, and a lot of just experience, an accumulation of just time, gains and progress, and overcoming the injuries and fighting to stay healthy. So I pray that I can get there someday. But that is a goal of mine, is to reach my pro card in the sport of strongman. And so I guess, yeah, that's my background a little bit. I've worked as a strength conditioning coach in the high school realm. I've helped many athletes, many kids. I've worked as a personal trainer. I've trained all ages from 9 through 64. The older population is probably some of my favorite people to work with, even though I'm naturally drawn to working with athletes. I absolutely love working with, older adults, grandparents, things of that nature. They're just really fun to be around and really fun to work with. But like I said, I've trained all ages from 9 through 64, so I have a vast array of experience training basically every population that you can imagine that comes with, comes into the gym. I have trained them. And so now I just kind of want to dive into my business a little bit. Through my business, I offer many different services. I offer one-on-one coaching. So if that is something that you are interested in, you can head over to my website, click on the coaching tab, and then you can fill out the questionnaire on the Google form. You could also go to Instagram, shoot me a DM. We can get started talking there, or you can simply shoot me an email. I also offer various training programs on my website. I think I have 8 or 9 on there now, with plans to release more sporadically throughout this year and obviously in years to come. I also have a Train Heroic page where I have a monthly subscription, so you can subscribe to that workout program and basically get 4 weeks or a month's worth of workouts each month as like a subscription base. I also have a program on Train Heroic that you can just purchase and then go at your own pace. I also have various articles as well as ebooks on my website. The ebooks on my website are free. They typically revolve around strength conditioning or nutrition. I plan to release many ebooks in the future as well, so stay on the lookout for those. And I am constantly putting articles out on my website, but as well as my Substack page. I just don't want to flood my website with an influx of articles and have just kind of my writing drown out, what I really want to highlight the importance of on my website. So my Substack is meant more for just my writing and my thoughts, kind of talking to myself, definitely, obviously talking to others as well, but a lot of the times it's just what's going on in my head, and then I write it down, and it's a message for myself. It's just stay on track or sort through problems in my own head. But I also offer speaking engagements, seminars. And so one of my favorite things to do is I've done this for 3 different high schools. I've done this for my wife's volleyball team, a football team that I used to coach, as well as my buddy's football team, where I go in and basically sit the athletes down and kind of just talk to them about basic nutrition and hydration protocols. I talk to them about the importance of getting adequate protein in, the importance of carbs and fats, for our energy systems, as well as hormones and things of that nature, muscle recovery and repair, as well as, the importance of electrolytes, ensuring proper water intake, what supplements are, worth your time if you have the extra income, and, what supplements are really just a waste of time, trying to clear up any myths that they may hear on a daily basis, because what I present in these seminars are the things that I put into practice myself as an athlete, because as a strongman competitor, someone who wants to achieve the pro card, I can't not take this shit seriously. I can't not put into practice what I'm preaching to others. I have to do these things on a daily basis, weekly, monthly, yearly, if I want to see progress and if I want to see long-term results. And so that's what I'm trying to preach to these kids. Everything that I talk about is stuff that I put into practice myself. And so it's no bullshit, it's no fluff. I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's just practical advice that's been proven by many more people than myself that will truly help you right now if you implement, what I'm talking about. And so that's some of my favorite things to do. I'm reaching out to a bunch of schools at the moment, as well as friends who own gyms or, work, coach teams, because I really want to expand that part of my business, not necessarily even trying to make the money off of it, but really just trying to expand the knowledge to these kids so they can get proper, simplified information that is comprehensive, but it's broken down into digestible form for them, that's fun and interactive, answers their questions, and like I said, gets them the right information so they can start implementing it immediately to see those results and see those positive outcomes right away. So that is definitely another service that I offer as well. So coaching programs, articles and ebooks, speaking engagements, that is what my business entails. I obviously also offer in-person coaching. I can offer in-home coaching. That's just not the biggest thing to where, most people don't really hire personal trainers to come to their house and train them, but that is a service that, that I do offer. So if any of these pique your interest, if any of these resonate with you, if you think that you or someone that can benefit from any of these services, please pass along, my website information, my contact information. Please share this video. Anything helps. This business, I'm trying to really go all in on it this year and years to come, so I can try to grow this, so I can use it as a source of income to feed my family, pay off our student loans. And my real long-term goal is I really want to build a private strength training facility. And so all of this just goes into making sure that can happen someday, so I can create a space, to draw like-minded people around me, a place to develop athletes, a place to bring in, grandparents, to ensure that I can potentially help them get on a better track of life, a better quality of living, or improve their quality of living. And so, yes, anything helps grow the business, and I appreciate everyone's support and everyone's help. Like I said, feel free to share this video with anyone that you think could help. Share any of my contact information. Subscribe to the channel. I'm always, putting out information and coming up with stuff to make sure that, I am sharing the information that I am not only learning at the moment, but that I've experienced in real time from, working out and training my ass off for the last 13 years, 14 years of my life. And I'm just trying to help people. I'm trying to put out as much information as I can so that people have the information readily available at their hands, so they can just put it into practice. If they don't have the money or the time to invest in the coaching or anything like that, I just want to make sure that the resources are out there, they're available, and that people can take the time to set themselves up to, live to a higher standard of life, to live a high quality, healthy life where it's focused on quality movement, daily sunlight, quality nutrients, hydration, and taking care of your body inside and out, so you can live a longer lasting life and be around for your grandkids and get to actually see their lives. So I hope this video kind of gave you guys a little bit of brief background about myself, and I hope it cleared up any questions you may have about what I do or what I offer. And like I said, if it can help anyone that you know or yourself, please reach out. Please share this information. It is greatly appreciated, and everything helps. Thank you guys. Finally, Jesus.